started chatting, so I'm here with Melissa from Meli Magazine today, and she's created a beautiful online magazine all about organic, what is it, like just organic living or
organic sustainable living.
Yeah, organic sustainable living.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a chat today. Health and fitness and energy is something that I'm personally really passionate about. So I wanted to interview Melissa to see what kind of little loud parrots, what kind of tips she can give to you guys. So we'll get.
Okay.
So tell us about your magazine and how you got started, why you're doing it.
Okay, well, the reason why I got so heavily involved in the organic industry as a whole is because of my personal health issues, and usually that's how a lot of people get into it. And I thought it's not normal for so many people to have so many similar health problems. And I started researching into, okay, what do we all have in common? And that goes back to what we consume every day, what we put onto our bodies.
Yeah.
So looking onto the food side of the organic industry, there's natural foods and there's organic food. There's a huge difference between the two. The organic industry, and when it's certified, they do have to comply by a lot of government standards and regulations. And that's, cutting out the use of a lot of pesticides and chemicals and toxicity that is consumed when you do eat that food.
So that's like regular fruit and vegetables from Coles and stuff still has all the pesticides and...
Yes,
yeah.
You are bettering your whole system, and you're avoiding, you're preventing yourself from getting sick. So food is a medicine. Yeah. So I got into it because of that, and then I thought, well, completing my degree, I decided to focus on the things that I am really good at, and I was good at photography. I had the ability to use a lot of the Adobe softwares, and creating was something that I've always done within my whole life, and I thought, well, why not do a magazine? And
put your passions all into one thing.
Yeah. That's the goal, to show people that it is easy to do it. And you get the excuses. I get a lot of people coming to me saying, oh, it costs so much. Well, you look at it this way. Yes, it costs a lot to buy your groceries for that week, but you're actually cutting out your trips to the doctors.
Yes.
So you're saving.
Get sick. You won't need all this medication.
Exactly. You're saving in the long run. You may not see it in the first instant, on that day, but later on you'll realize that, wait, I haven't been going to the doctors a lot.
Yeah.
I'm actually saving money.
Yeah.
I can see more money coming in, and I can start using that to, say, go to the gym or go travel or enjoy the luxury things in life,
Yeah. So, a lot of people seem to really, they know that organic's better, but there's something, stopping them from going and doing that. So what kind of advice would you give? Like, where should people go to look for organic food? And
okay, well, you can purchase a lot of organic products nowadays at Woolworths and Coles. So if you feel that going to your typical health food store, you find that it is too expensive, then definitely start at Woolworths or Coles, the bigger, corporate
wherever you're going now anyway. They all have organic sections.
The other thing is too, try and go to your organic markets. They do have a lot of discounts there because it's the actual farmers going there and selling their food. Take it slowly as well. That's the other advice that I would give someone. Don't rush into it. Educate yourself. Learn about the foods that you can eat, because just because I can eat a certain food doesn't mean that it's going to work for your body. So follow your intuition and get in touch with your consciousness. That's a huge part within this industry as well.
Something that I recommend is keeping a food diary, but also a food and mood diary. Because I noticed this time last year, I have a little slight food intolerance. I'm not allergic to anything, but gluten and dairy especially hate me.
I don't
they make me feel so tired all the time, and I get moody, and my skin breaks out, and like all of this stuff. So what I would do was write down everything that I would eat in a day, and also how I felt that day. So I'd be able to see what days were making me feel like good and what days weren't. And I noticed that the days where I had so much more energy were days I was eating less.
Yeah.
But I was eating more, fruit and vegetables, obviously, and I just, snack on fruit and nuts and things throughout the day. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, you said like organic food doesn't have the toxins and things in it. So why is that important?
When I was younger, we used to have a lot of treats.
Yeah.
So, and I know people say, oh, as you get older, you mature, so you can't really compare yourself to when you're younger. Well, I do, because when you're younger, reflects on how you are when you're older. When I was younger, I wasn't really doing well in school. And that was, I look back to the food that I was eating. I was, Mum would give us some tuck shop money and we would consume, party pies and things that they have at school at the time. Yeah. On the way to the school, you'd stop into the servo and get some lollies or something. So you were eating all these sugary, salty foods that were just not good for, a 10-year-old to be eating on a daily, weekly basis. And I wasn't concentrating at school. I wasn't too good at school at all. I did graduate, but I didn't go for an OP. And it was later that, after finishing school, that I realised that I do need to start looking into my fitness and my health and start taking control of myself. And once I started doing that, I found that just my mind, my body and my soul had just become so peaceful within itself. And it's just amazing how easy it is to really appreciate life and know yourself a lot better when you start living this way.
You almost feel alive for the first time, properly.
Yeah, and Cameron Diaz said it perfectly on a YouTube interview that if you're not living, then the only other option is you're dead. Yeah. So I don't really want to die.
Yeah.
I've still got a life. Yeah, so live, learn, educate.
That's right. And you don't, a lot of people get so, they think they need these things, like the salty, the sweet, all that kind of stuff, and it's because they're addicted to all of the false, man-made crap that they put in them. So they think, I need that. But as soon as you have to have this little kind of detox period, I suppose, where you start eating better foods, and you will go through that kind of cravings and headaches and stuff. But as soon as you get that out of your system, you don't crave it at all anymore, and you've just got 10 times more energy.
That's it.
You look better, you feel better.
Yeah.
I could go on.
I could as well.
For days, but I've got so many more things. How can people find you online and, sign up to your magazine and that kind of stuff?
Well, more than welcome to jump onto melimagazine.tv and that's where the magazine will be. You can also have a browse around on that website. There's a section where you can click on and contribute your thoughts. You can also contribute any products or services that you've found within your hometown, within Australia or worldwide. I'm happy for either. And social sites, all the links are pretty much on the website. I'm all over.
All over the internet. Just Google search Meli Magazine. I'll put a link to it in this as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool. So it was great to have a chat to you today. And everyone jump over to Meli Magazine and sign up and get more organic living tips, because it is really important and you will feel amazing.
You need to live.
Yeah, you need to stay alive.
Yes.
It's not, please. What's that saying?
We can't kill our race.
And we need to spread the word and,
the love.
And
peace.
Inspire other people. That's another point, is it's so kind of uncommon at the moment for if you're in a group setting and everyone's drinking and eating crap, and then there's this one person that's like, oh no, I'm being healthy and organic. They'll try and put them down and peer pressure them into it.
I don't listen to it.
Stand up for yourself and be the inspiration, because later when they go home and they feel crap, then they'll be like, oh well, maybe I should be more like them and try that.
That's exactly right. And you know what? When they're sleeping in with a hangover, you're at the beach enjoying the sun. So, which one would you like?